Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be doing a drugstore foundation review. I picked up the new Milani 2-in-1 foundation. This is the Conceal Plus Perfect foundation. And this came out, I believe, last month is when I saw it, but I just picked it up at my local Walgreens and it was $9.99. I actually have not used this foundation, so it's going to be like a first impression slash review. So let's go ahead and get into that. Alright, so I already went ahead and primed my face. I do this with every foundation, so I wanted to kind of keep that the same. But I am going to be using the Beauty Blender and a flat top kabuki brush. I'm just going to do half and half. So I love that this foundation comes with a pump. I think that is so convenient. I feel like every foundation at this point needs to have a pump. Drugstore kind of needs to step up their game, so I'm really glad that Milani put a pump on it. So we're just going to do one pump for half of our face. And just looking at the consistency, this is super thick. It's really creamy and it's not runny, anything like that. The color I picked up was 06 Sand Beige. Yeah, this is a really thick consistency. So I'm just going to dot that all over half of my face. I think one pump would be enough for your whole face because it's really thick. So I only used about half a pump, and I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender. It smells really nice. It's not like a foundation smell. It has like I don't know, kind of like a cinnamony smell. That's kind of what it reminds me of. But it's very light. It's not overpowering or strong at all. This blends out really nicely. It doesn't settle or anything. I mean, I haven't even been blending for a long time, and this side looks pretty good. So on the few places that I have a few dark spots, I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit more and see if I can conceal and right underneath my eyes. But the coverage is really good. I would say this is definitely medium to full coverage. Maybe with the brush, I'll get a little bit more coverage. This is super easy to blend out. Okay, so here's the side with the foundation. And this is the side, obviously, without it. So I really, really like the coverage that I got with the Beauty Blender. I would say it's medium coverage on this side, so I'm going to do one more pump, and I'm going to go in with the brush. I have a little bit more redness on this side, so it'll be interesting to see if it covers any of that. Okay. I can already tell that this is giving me more coverage on this side where I'm using the brush. I probably didn't need that much foundation, but it's okay, we'll blend it out. Okay, so I love the side with the brush. It covered up almost all of my dark spots and redness. I mean, I think this side looked really good. I don't know if you guys can tell or if the light is washing it out, but this side, right underneath my eyes, there's a little bit of redness. So I'm just going to take a little bit and blend it out with the brush. And this foundation is buildable. I mean, I've gone in on this side multiple times and it does not look cakey or anything. I'm really liking the way this foundation is working. Alright, so here is what it looks like. I really think I'm gonna like this. I love the coverage that it gives. I will definitely be using it with a brush. I just like fuller coverage foundations, but I'm going to let this set and apply the rest of my makeup, and I will come back and check in with you guys. Hey guys, so I went ahead and did my makeup, and I was going to come back and check in with you guys, but I figured I would run errands and do a few things just so I can give you a good idea and a good review on how I like the foundation after I had it on. So it is currently, let's see, 5:07. I don't know if you guys can see that. I put my foundation on at 11 o'clock, so this is how it is currently looking. I am so impressed. I feel like the foundation has stayed in place. It hasn't faded. I am on the drier side, so I don't get oily that much at all, so I haven't touched up or done anything with my makeup, and this is how it is looking. I really am loving this foundation. It has not settled into any fine lines or anything, and I've been outside, so it's been super hot, and it really hasn't came off or done anything, so this has held up really nicely. So talking about the foundation a little, it does come in a glass jar with a pump on it, like I mentioned earlier. Super easy to use. I really like this foundation. It does not say, though, that it has any SPF in it, so keep that in mind. At my Walgreens, they only had a few shades available, maybe like 7 or 8, but on the Milani website, there are 14 shades total, which is a good range. But I did notice that the lightest shade is still a little bit too dark if you are super pale and light, so keep that in mind, but they do have 14 shades available. As far as the finish goes, I applied like a dewy mist over it, so that's why it's looking a little bit dewy. But I would say this is a satin finish. It's not completely dewy and it's not matte, but it has a really nice finish to it. I like it. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. It's buildable, so you can do medium and build it up to a full coverage, and it doesn't look cakey, so that is a plus for this foundation. Again, it was $9.99 at Walgreens, and I have seen it at CVS as well. So far I have not found anything that I do not like about this foundation. I think this is going to be one of my favorite foundations that I'm going to be using and grabbing for, just because I feel like drugstore doesn't have that many full coverage foundations. So if you are in the market for one, I really suggest trying this out. I have seen reviews where people with oily skin have tried it and loved it as well. So it's not something that only dry skin girls can use, but I think it's going to be universal. So I'm going to wear it throughout the day, and if anything changes or, something crazy happens, I will put that down in the description box. I also wanted to mention that after having this foundation on for 7 hours, it has not oxidized at all. If you guys watched my last drugstore foundation video, there was a little problem with that. So I did not notice any problems with this foundation. It was a good color match. I got sand beige, and for reference, I am an NC 42 at MAC. Alright guys, so that is my little first impression mini review. Let me know if you guys like this foundation, and if you guys have tried it. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Again, any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I will be answering them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye!